Technology and mysticism may seem to be at opposite ends of the spectrum, but perhaps they have more in common than you would believe. From apps that read tarot cards to artificial intelligence that offers spiritual guidance, technology is wading into the mystical end of the pool. To help us navigate this fascinating and sometimes controversial development, we turn to our tech guy, Rich Brooks from Flight New Media. Good to see you, Rich. Thanks for coming in.
Always good to be here.
All right, so I'm one of those people, and there are a lot of them, I think. They think technology is over here in one area, mysticism is over here in the other, and there's not much overlap, if any. What are we getting wrong here?
Well, I think people have always searched for answers, for meaning in their lives, and hopefully to see what's coming in the future. Historically, mystics have used things like the stars or tea leaves to find patterns, to give answers, and hopefully predict the future. And today we've got social media algorithms and artificial intelligence that are really good at pattern recognition to provide answers and to forecast probable outcomes. So when you think about it, these two seemingly disparate camps are really much closer than you might believe.
All right, not surprisingly, the trail leads to apps. There are apps that sort of tap into mysticism and offer enlightenment. What did you find when you looked into this?
Well, Rob, there are more mystical apps than there are stars in the sky. Probably not, but really good segue into astrology, which is one of the main topics that are out there. I discovered CoStar, which is an app that uses NASA data, sounds very scientific, to create your natal chart, which is basically the arrangements of the planets on the moment that you were born. Uses that information to create daily horoscopes as well as to make recommendations and even tell you when you're in alignment or not with your friends and colleagues. There's both a free and a paid version. The paid version has more features. It also comes with a fair bit of snark, whether using the free or the paid version as well.
Right.
And there's another app I found called Sanctuary, and this actually connects you with human astrologers, psychics, and tarot readers, either by voice or text. Think about having it like a spiritual advisor on demand.
All right, we started the conversation by talking about artificial intelligence. That, of course, leads everyone these days to ChatGPT. Is it involved in this kind of spiritual guidance?
It absolutely is. There are people creating AI agents like AI Baba Vanga, which was trained on the writings and voice of this well-known prognosticator that people are using to predict things that are going to happen in 2026. There's also another app I discovered called the Divine Whisper, and what this one does is it uses AI-powered astrology and tarot readings so that users can ask specific questions about their own lives and get personalized guidance based on their birth charts.
That all sounds like the kind of stuff that's been around for centuries without technology, but are there legitimate concerns that people should have about these uses?
There have been a number of news stories recently about something called spiralism, this cult-like belief that comes from people who are spending hours and hours talking to the AI. And when they're spending that much time with ChatGPT or Claude and they start asking more mystical or spiritual questions, because the AI is so good at pattern recognition and providing answers that sound coherent, they feel like they're getting some sort of cosmic secret and spiritual guidance that they're probably not. In fact, psychologists have warned that when this happens, people can really think that they're seeing some external truth, but in fact, they're just getting their own beliefs mirrored back at them.
How about those folks who are looking for guidance, they're looking for direction, inner peace, but they want to stay away from that kind of really out there woo-woo stuff?
Yeah.
Are there places they can go?
There definitely are. So if you like something that's a little bit more science-backed, something like meditation or mindfulness, there's plenty of apps. I've been using the app Headspace for over a decade now, which is a meditation app with a number of guided meditations and daily meditations. I don't use it as often as I could, but when the monkeys in my brain are screaming louder than normal, I find it helps me find my inner calm. And then there's another app called the Mindfulness Coach that was actually developed by the VA. And it was meant for veterans and service members and actually the general public who want to practice their mindfulness.
So, all things considered, where do you come down? Are you a believer in using technology for mysticism?
I would say I'm a little bit more on the skeptic side, but I'm also not ready to say it's all bunk. Like, I believe in aliens, but Rob, if you told me yesterday you were abducted by aliens and you want to show me your crop circles, probably going to roll my eyes and pass. So I would say that I think that there's a lot of stuff going on in this universe that our science can't yet explain. As Fox Mulder said, I want to believe.
The answers are out there. We just don't have them yet. Not all of them. Great segment. Rich, thanks as always.
Thank you.
Rich Brooks from Flight New Media. More information on Flight and some of the things that he's been talking about in the 207 section of our app or website. Stay with us. We'll return right after this.